Cuonzo, was that last play called to go to Drew? And I guess why put the ball in his hands there?
Well, I think what happens, he's a guy, one can make free throws, a guy that I trust. If he needs to make the pull-up, he needs to make the pass. He's tough enough, physical enough. So, and the play was, to have our big guys decoy up top, but he was taking the ball to the rim. So we were going to win and lose with him making that decision, whatever it was. But I thought he passed up a shot the previous play down. And then, we fouled him. I just say, man, come on now. Be the guy you're supposed to be. And he made a play at the rim, and it was a great one. If he didn't have that look, he had X on the backside. He had Mark Smith in the corner that he was looking at when he was driving the ball. So, but it worked out.
Ben Arnett.
Coach, you end up in another one of these back and forth games on the road. Florida obviously didn't go away, but the last 6 minutes as this thing plays out, what did you see from your group as they kept swinging back and were able to pull this one out?
Well, I just think for us, man, like I say to the guys, man, let's get to a point where teams beat us because they were better. They beat us, man. We can't keep giving away games. And we still had breakdowns, man. We had breakdowns. Drew fouled a guy when he didn't have to foul him. That type of stuff, you have to find a way to correct it. Maybe we can't because it's so far in the season. But, man, you make people beat you. And, we up, I think, 70 to 62 maybe. It's like, man, let's finish the game. Tillman missed a layup and he didn't get back on D, and all of a sudden he get a basket and change the game. That can't happen. You got to finish the basketball game. And I'm thankful that we found a way to finish.
Gabe Derriman.
Cuonzo, I know this is an incredibly basic question, but just how big for your team, considering the last couple of weeks and that you're going into postseason play, is the result tonight?
I'm happy for our guys. It's always tough to win on the road, man. And to win at a place like this, I mean, you beat a tough team, a well-coached team, a talented team, and that's not an easy thing to do. And again, I'd rather play on the road. I enjoy playing on the road, man. To win a road game, it's not an easy thing to do. But it wasn't so much as, postseason play and all that. We were already in NCAA tournament team, so that wasn't a topic for our guys. It was about let's get better. And again, though I think it was 4 or 5, it wasn't as if we were bad. It's like when you lose a key guy in 2 games, and we weren't bad. We just weren't clicking on all cylinders. So it wasn't like it was 4 or 5 glaring things. We can't do anything about it. Like I said, guys, let's correct what we need to correct, and let's be the team we need to be. And I think our guys showed that for the most part tonight.
Ben Hockman.
Hey, Cuonzo, want to ask you about Xavier Pinson tonight. What impressed you overall with his game?
I mean, the thing with him, he can score the ball, but he has to be north and south. So you might as well call X north and south. His first name north, last name south. And that's when he's at his best, because if anything else, he's not very effective. He needs to be downhill attacking and aggressive. And when he's doing that, he gets shots. Other guys get shots. The ball moves and everything flows. But if he's a guy that's going from sideline to sideline, then he might as well don't play that night because he's not the same guy.
It was a good performance by North-South.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Good performance by North-South. Mitch Smith had to give you big minutes tonight. You called him the credit card in the past. Did he give you a credit card performance?
He did it. My credit card hadn't been working in a while, so but he gave it up tonight. He did. He stepped up big tonight. And again, I just talked to him the day or two ago and just say, Mitch, we need the old Mitch, man. And that's the guy that plays hard, competes. And it ain't so much as how many shots go in the basket. It's not that, but it's how hard he plays, competes. I mean, the guy's 6'11" and can make a shot. And when he's engaged and his shot fall, now he's defending, he's as good as any small forward, power forward in our conference, because all the other stuff, he's going to defend, he's going to play, he's going to do all those things. And I'm just happy to see him play well. I mean, because he deserves to play well.
Dave Maddox.
Cuonzo, when you guys were at your best offensively tonight, it looked like the ball movement was the way you like it, guys sharing the ball. I mean, is that what this team can be offensively in spurts?
That's who we have to be. You got to move the ball. And again, we knew Tillman would receive the double, and I think he got to get back better at posting up. I don't think he's been as aggressive in posting up and demanding the ball. He got to get back to that. We need that from him, so we can get the ball inside to him. But he has to be more demanding down. And it wasn't so much the guard's not giving the ball. He has to be demanding with his presence so we can give him the ball. Because once he get the ball, now you're getting guys 3-point shots, and it opens everything up for us.
Blair.
Cuonzo, can you just talk about the importance of forcing the turnovers, especially in the first half against this team?
Well, again, when our defense is set, we're as good as any in America. And so set the defense, make guys work, tighten the screws up in your middle ball screen. And now Drew Smith can be Drew Smith. Mitchell can get in the passing lane. Jeremiah blocking the shot. X getting the lane. So now everything flows, but we have to be set in order to do that. Of course, Drew is known as a guy that gets steals and make plays, but other guys got to get in the passing lanes. But when you're set, you're aggressive and you engage. When we play on our heels, we're not a very good team. We got to be aggressive. We got to be assertive. We got to shut down passing lanes and force guys to make plays. And I thought we did that for the most part.
Harold.
When you see the offensive rebounds, you get them almost 3-1 on offensive rebounds, and then also the balance and scoring. Is that just kind of the ideal performance you like to have when you get into these road neutral type contests going forward in the future?
Well, again, it's for us, the balance is, what we always say more than anything: defend, rebound, and play as hard as you can play. Defend, rebound, play as hard as you can play. Offensively, share the ball. Of course, when we execute certain plays, you read the defense, you make plays, but you got to share the ball offensively. When we do those things, it's good. Now, there'll be some teams where your shots might fall, you don't rebound as well. I'm willing to give up not getting as many offensive rebounds to set our defense. I'm okay with that. So my gauge, if we get out rebound, it all depends on how we flow and how the game played. It's not so much, okay, you got to out rebound by 10. Well, if we made shots and our defense was set and we didn't turn the ball over, I'm okay with that.
Kaufman.
Coach, can you take us through what it was like in the locker room? I imagine it was probably pretty crazy.
A lot of energy, a lot of passion. Again, to get back to the edge, again, we talk a lot about road wins, man. It's not easy, man. And to win on the road against a very talented, well-coached team is a great feeling, man. Jeremiah fouls out. Other guys stayed the course. I mean, when Jeremiah was out, we went up, So it's good. Kobe didn't have one of his better games, but, it's part of it. Mitch stepped up big, and that's what a team does, man. But it's good. But really, we just said they were jumping in. I got in the locker room. I just said, stack it up, guys. Get out of here as fast as we can. We don't want them taking it back from them. Let's get out of here.
Jack.
Cuonzo, in the first half, when you guys were that active defensively, were you kind of satisfied with the way that they kind of got back to the identity that you want for this team?
Yeah, man. It's just who we are, man. We play with a different pace offense. We get them down the floor. That's fine and dandy, but we still got to defend, man. You have to defend. You have to rebound. You have to play as hard as you can play. You have to do that. We have to do that. I don't know about other teams, but we have to do that in order to be a good team.
Gabe.
Cuonzo, we've talked to you after a lot of games. I'm not sure we've seen you this energized. Is it fair to admit that maybe this one was pretty big?
Again, I mean, y'all probably get tired of me. They're all big, but yes, this is a big one, yes. But again, it wasn't because, okay, you're trying to get in NCAA tournament. I don't talk to our guys. We already knew that. We knew let's play the way we know how to play. So that part made it fun. Again, we didn't finish like we needed to. We up 8 points, finished the game. But it just feels good to get a road win, man, and finish off at home against a very talented LSU team. I'm excited about it. Wish we can have all our fans in there.
You got time for 2 or 3 more if we're going to get players in. So
maybe we could. I don't know.
Greg.
Yeah, Coach, how do you evaluate Mark Smith tonight and his confidence heading into senior night?
Mark been great the last 4 games, but film study, attention to detail, all those things. Mark's been great. I thought he passed up 2 or 3 shots tonight. He did a great job. I mean, Mark, the last 4 games, Mark has been great. And it's the film study, it's the execution, it's the mental preparation and practice. And it's happy to see because, man, when guys work as hard as he works, I said it when he was struggling. All he had to do is focus on the things that we talked about. He'll be okay because he already worked hard and he got a shot. Everything fell in place for him, so I'm happy for him.
Mason.
Hey, Coach, you had all 3 starting guards producing double-digit points, and all of them were effective on the offensive end tonight. How essential is it for all of them to show up and be clicking on a consistent basis in order for your team to build momentum deep into March?
I think it's very important, man, because, again, you're talking about guys that play 25 to 30-plus minutes. So you're in rotation, you get shots, you know where your shot's coming from. So you should always be effective. There's certain nights it might not go for you, but for the most part, if I'm in heavy rotation, man, I already know what coach wants from me. So I'm playing basketball. Just it's one thing of a guy that plays 2 or 3 minutes here and there. Now he's sitting there, when should I shoot? What's my game? How many minutes? But if I'm in heavy rotation, that should be those guys on a consistent basis.
Clint.
Coach, can you just talk about kind of the demeanor of the team? I mean, having lost 4 out of 5 and then a game gets postponed on Saturday, and just kind of, did you foresee this coming, and what's the attitude of the team kind of leading up to this?
I can certainly say there hasn't been a game we stepped on the floor this year I didn't think we would win. It does home, road, it doesn't matter. Even the 2 games till we were out, I feel like we can win the games. Of course, guys had to step up, but that hasn't been a game all season. I sit there and say, well, let's try to make this work. Let's keep it close. If we do what we do, and I'm not saying it to be arrogant or cocky, anything like that, because I know what we have. We have to consistently do what we do. If we do that, we're fine.
All right, thanks, Coach. We got to get